Gandhi.
I sound like Gandhi?
No, he sounded like Gumby.
That makes
which
sense.
Is
I'm like
way
a Gandhi
different
motherfucker.
than Gandhi.
Yeah,
way
boy.
different.
Gandhi. It's all the same.
Gandhi's all about shoot, move fast,
Chook.
body check.
Body check.
What?
Hey.
We likes to party. We don't bother nobody.
Don't fuck with the wheelie crew, bro.
The wheelie crew.
Wheelie crew.
Dude, did I ever tell you how I want to start a
write that
bicycle gang?
What?
Yeah.
We can't talk about bicycles
All right,
forever.
No, I'm going to talk one thing about it.
Tell me about your bicycle gang, Joe Skelly.
What happened to our intro?
That was our intro
97 seconds.
of bicycle gangs. You're going to jail, bicycle ganger. What kind of hats were you guys gonna wear?
Listen, I want to bring
Were you
back.
gonna
I
wear
want to
the
bring
same-
back the penny farthing bicycle.
What? What's that?
It's the bicycle with the giant front wheel and that tiny little wheel in the back, like circa 1800s.
Huh? What?
That's what I want to bring back. And
That's
I'm going to
that's
have.
not a thing.
Yes, it is a thing. You can Google
Never.
that too. Penny farthing bicycle, giant front wheel, tiny little back wheel, and we're all going to dress up like the dudes from Clockwork Orange.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you all gonna wear the same Are you gonna wear some matching costumes?
Yeah, bowler hats.
Warriors,
Bowler hats.
come out and play.
No, bowler hats and monocles, and white jumpsuits.
So let me ask you a question:
Yes,
who would win, Alex and his droogs, or the Warriors?
Warriors,
Really?
100%.
Really?
Dude, one dude carried around a satchel full of Molotov cocktails.
In the Warriors?
Yes.
Yeah, I gotta rewatch that movie.
Yeah. Dude, they
got fucked up by a girl gang, though.
Dude, they were beat because they didn't expect the girl gang to tune them up. That's what that was.
Touche.
Look,
That's true.
They beat the Baseball Furies. They beat they beat the Orphans.
Yeah.
They beat all the other gangs. Cyrus. The Warriors shot Cyrus.
I saw him. He did it.
Right. Dude, that's a great underrated movie.
It's not underrated. It's cult embalmed. It's right up there with every other cult movie.
Okay.
They make shoes out of that shit now. They make like jackets. They make toys.
Dude,
I want the toys.
If I could wear one of those leather jackets that they had, I would totally wear one of those leather vests or jackets that they had. Those were sweet.
You and I both know why we ain't running around wearing shit like that.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's just move on from those motherfuckers right now. Ain't no shout outs going here. Steven.
Dude, the muscles for Brussels.
Puzzles for Brussels.
Dude, so I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've already talked about if you were a student at Put-in-Do,
Yeah. I forgot about this. Yeah.
how you would get your third belt in Put-in-Do.
What was the fourth one?
No, the third belt was they lock you in a building, light it on fire.
No, that's the fourth one.
That's the fourth
We
one.
didn't even go 1, 2, or 3
Right.
because that's an escalated situation there.
For sure. How would-
For number 1, you got to do like some sear shit and kill a chicken
okay.
or a bunny.
Okay.
That's fucked up shit though.
No, but if that's how you got to live, that's how you got to live.
That's KJB.
Right.
KJB.
JB.
Yeah.
They don't even call it that no more. It's FSB. you know?
FSB.
Yeah, so they got to
Front sight bus.
listen. They're just
Front
putting,
shop bus.
Listen, dude, they're just putting friendly
40 short bus.
40 shout bus.
KJB.
Turned into the 40 shout bus, right? Because
Don't make fun of Puddin', dog. He'll show up.
bro,
Boy's gonna roll up.
I'm just saying. So how do you get your second belt then?
You have to. Never mind. I was gonna say something really bad.
You gotta wrestle a gator.
No, I was gonna make a comment off something that I did once. I was talking to this chick who was from that world, and I told her that Putin was a banger because he stole that dude's ring. And she I was like, oh yeah, Putin's a gangster. I love him because he stole this football guy's ring. And she took it as how I support the dude's fucking whole life
Oh gosh.
and went ape shit.
Oh, that didn't go well.
No.
That didn't go
She's
well.
like, he's a fucking tyrant. I'm like, listen, broad, all I said was homeboy jacked a football star. I don't know what he does in his off time. Just because I got pretty tattoos and some colored hair don't mean I'm Dennis Rodman. I ain't been hanging out with none of these folks. I don't know what you're talking about. And she went fucking crazy, bro.
Oh, well.
And I mean legitimately, I don't think she talked to me after that.
She's probably pretty upset. Probably pretty upset. So I'm saying wrestle a gator. That's how you get belted.
They don't have gators in Russia. The fuck?
They import them.
All right, I believe that.
Just for people attempting to achieve.
Yeah, but wrestling a gator's easy.
You just got to close its mouth.
Yeah, some duct tape and a fucking hammer, and I'm good to go. What's up?
Well, that's why it's only belt number 2.
Dick. Okay, I accept this.
That's why it's only belt number 2.
Putin, are you listening? I want credit for this.
Right.
Fucker.
Right.
Also, if you could send me some Rubicon or some pesos or what are those?
I don't even know what you're on about right now,
Yeah.
but okay.
Some fucking her.
Yeah, anyway, did you hear that Russia told all the businesses that if you left, we're going to keep all of your assets in the country, like McDonald's and Kentucky Fried Chicken. We're going to use your recipes and we're going to continue to sell your stuff.
What the fuck did they think was going to happen?
So listen, Kentucky Fried Chicken will no longer be Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's going to be Kremlin Fried Chicken.
Kremlin Fried Chicken.
Yeah.
Oh my.
So they can still
and it's
keep
just
the
Putin
KFC
in a
bucket.
suit. But Putin's going to put on the suit.
Right.
The South whatever with small black tie shit.
Yeah. It'll be Kremlin Fried Chicken with his face on it.
You know, it'd be really scary. Is if we were all speaking Russian in 5 years.
That would be scary.
And then he came back at us because of this podcast. I'm scared now. I quit.
We still got to come up with the rest of these.
I'm joking. Ain't nobody coming to America. Shut the fuck up. You're not coming here.
It's not going to happen.
Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. Hey,
Yeah. We're sending all the guns that were supposed to go to the Taliban. We're sending the other half to fucking Ukraine.
That's what I heard.
That's what's happening.
Yeah.
22 million rounds or some shit.
I
can't even get a fucking box of 9.
Right.
These dudes are like, we got 22 million rounds. Where the fuck was that all during COVID?
Right. In warehouses.
It was sitting on those boats.
Right. Getting ready to go.
We had a homie over here who bought a fucking scooter. That scooter sat in a boat for like an extra 6 months, bro.
Right.
Them Honda scooters are dope as fuck.
Yes, they are.
But he was like, I bought another one of these. It's been sitting on that fucking boat. And he had to like watch it and wait. And it was
great.
weird.
That is weird.
And it was weird because the minute they were showing all those boats on the news, and then they were like, oh, finally, they've unpacked all these boats. They're starting to do it. His scooter showed up like a week later. I was like, oh, that's scary that's really happening then.
For sure. Now,
hold on. We're not done. You have to wrestle a gator.
Yeah, that's level 2.
Did we figure out what the uniform is?
No, I told you. It's going to be a cross between like Freddie Mercury, Prince, and Elton John. We haven't figured it out. It's going to be flamboyant, though. It's either that or it's a jumpsuit.
Why flamboyant? Are the Ruskies flamboyant?
No, I'm just saying, like, it's him, right?
Yeah.
Either that or it's going to be like a jet black jumpsuit, like a flight suit.
I was thinking something like that, more uniformity.
Okay.
More in the hand of, Mother Russia.
Or will it have Adidas stripes on the arms?
No, it won't.
No.
You know why?
Why?
Because I fucked with him. You know what he'll do?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of a stripe, it's going to be a dotted line. He's like, fuck Adidas.
Right. Adidas.
And then he goes, and then he's going to secretly, under a shell corp, he's going to go buy Adidas.
I would die.
I hope he does that. You hear that, Putin? You should buy Adidas. Maybe you guys could maybe Adidas could make some fucking shoes that are comfortable. Piece of shit ass company.
But you don't like the Sambas?
Bro, those are garbage as fuck.
Dude.
I grew up watching kids wear those, and I was like stoked to get some. And then I got my first pair, and I was like, fuck, this is the biggest waste of $80 I've ever fucking spent
you never played
in my
indoor soccer.
life.
It's because you never played indoor soccer.
I did play soccer.
Indoors?
No.
Well,
You don't need indoor soccer in Cali. It's outdoor scouts.
That's what they were made for.
Almost said outdoor scally. It's outdoor soccer in Cali.
They
Nobody
weren't made
plays
for
indoor.
outdoor soccer.
I never even heard of indoor soccer out there.
They were made for indoor soccer.
I didn't even wear those ones. I wore the what are the other vintagey, very cool
Pumas?
No. They're still Adidas, but the other shoe. I don't know what it's called.
The shell toe?
Yes, sir. That's the one. My guy always knows.
My Adidas, they're blue with no laces in them, not a bum.
Yeah.
Oh, who was dropping those bars?
Oh shit. That's not fair.
I just challenged your
That's
rap
not fair.
knowledge.
I'm half asleep. I'm hungover.
All right.
Who was it?
No, it's too late now. We're moving on.
Like that.
We're
He
moving
does
on.
me like that.
We're moving on, son.
You know, those Adidas were so shitty. You know what I did with them?
What?
I peed in them.
What?
Yeah.
That's like people buying vodka. That's like
Bro.
people who have vodka who are pour it out in protest.
I'm gonna tell this
You
story.
already paid for it.
You ready for this?
Yes.
So we're downtown
Mm-hmm.
in your area. You know, living the life.
Living life.
I'm with the beast.
Okay.
So we go down for a couple of my homie's birthday. Whatever. They invite us down. We're doing shots with Mountain Dew. God knows why.
Okay.
I'm not a drinker, but these guys wanted to do this. So I said, you know what? Peer pressure. Let's do it.
All right. I'm not scared.
Yeah.
I ain't scared.
So we're doing all this. I've got my Adidas shell toes. I've got my beige 511s, right? They look not gangster. I'm wearing like a button down tucked in with suspenders.
Okay.
Bro, it was a whole 9 yards
Gotcha.
of just fuckery. Anyways, we go bar hopping. We get trashed. Trashed as fuck. Just so trashed.
Super trash. Not even regular trash.
We get into a bar fight, of
Okay.
course. Luckily, my homies were on cue because I was not. The more hammered I get, the happier I get. So I'm like, I ain't fighting. I'm too lazy. I'll just work it out with my words. As dudes are like pounding my face, I'm like, come on, man, calm down. Why are you so angry? That's how I know I'm not a really angry person.
Gotcha.
Anyways, something happened. The beast got mad. It was probably me, obviously. I made her mad. So let's call that what that was. So anyways, she got mad. She started leaving. She's in this beautiful polka dot dress. I'll never forget. She's so gorgeous. She's got like this polka dot dress on. She's got like the thigh highs or whatever. She's got like the Converse low tops. I'm like dying. So I start chasing her. You know, she's throwing my cell phone at me, bouncing it off the concrete, all this. Like, she's just mad.
But yeah, it was like a Nokia brick phone, so nothing happened.
Yeah. They had to keep it real. So, so we're like, I want to say like 4 blocks. Again, I'm all wrong with this, so I'm trying my hardest, but we're like 4 blocks from the hotel, right? And I'm fucking wasted. And I don't know why, but I imagine this. What's that thing called when pregnant girls, when their plug comes out and they start just...
Their water breaks.
Sure, whatever it is, right?
Right.
That's how I feel about drinking for me. The minute I take a piss, my water's broke. Then I just got to pee all the time.
Yes.
And I've heard other people say this.
Yes.
It's a normal thing. Well, like 1 block into this, that happens. And I haven't pissed at all. And I'm fucking wasted as fuck. And it was cold. It was like, it might have been November. Might have been like a warm November, which I thought was a good idea not to wear a jacket.
It's not cold November rain.
Yeah, I don't know. I was fucked though. So anyways, we start heading back to the hotel.
Did you totally miss that reference?
Yeah, no,
It wasn't.
So
It wasn't Axl Rose.
So we're headed back, and I had like
Cold November rain.
I had like 3 months before school started, and I was on scholarship, and so like I have to fucking piss. My dick feels like it's gonna fall off. I'm like, I've made up with the beast because I'm in so much pain. I just have to apologize. I'm like, I'm so sorry. My pain. So we're hauling balls. I'm like, I'm going to piss myself. And I can't whip my dick out and piss on the street because from the bar area to the hotel, there's no crazy people. So like,
Right.
if somebody sees you pissing, they're going to see you pissing.
Right.
And I'm like, I can't get in trouble because I'm on scholarship for college. So I got to hold it and run. So we're hauling ass for these blocks in the city blocks. And we arrive within sight of the hotel.
Okay.
But at this point, I'm doing like the fucking dance. Like I'm doing
doing
an
the
Irish
pee-pee
fucking jig
You're
dance.
doing the pee-pee dance.
Right. So I was so smashed that I got it in my brain that if I went into the hotel, that I wouldn't make it past the elevator and that I would get trapped in the elevator and I would have to urinate myself.
Okay.
So I looked at my wife and I'm like, you know what? No elevator is going to get me. I'm going to urinate myself right here. She's like, wait, what? I'm like, yeah, fuck that. She's like, no, don't. And I'm like, it's too late. It's happening.
Oh my God.
So 10 feet from the fucking entrance of the hotel, the big glass bay doors, I can literally see the bitch at the desk. I stop. I casually look at my phone and I release.
Oh, bro.
I'm wearing waterproof fucking pants at the time, or like they're water repellent ones.
Right.
So I knew it wasn't going to seep through. So my drunk mind is too fucking stupid to go into the lobby bathroom,
Right.
but smart enough to know that I'm not going to look like I wet myself like fucking Happy Gilmore or Billy Madison, whatever.
Right.
I let it loose, man. Came down my right leg, fucking onto the shoe, ruined my Adidas shoes. I waited there a few minutes. I get a little leg shake. I walk into the fucking very classy motel that I've paid a lot of money to be in.
The hotel, not motel.
Hotel, right.
Hotel.
Sorry. Sorry. Hotel. And I walked right up to the broad at the front and said, "Hey, sweetheart, can I get one of those free cookies you guys give out? Because I've had a rough night." And she gave me like 6 of them. And then I went upstairs.
Smelled like a homeless dude.
Right. But I looked good. I still had my button shirt on. My tie. I had a bow tie on. Bro, this is a fucked up night. There's a bunch of other shit I can't talk about. Right. So
super fucked up night.
I made this drunken. It's like when you have it in your mind where you're locked in. I was like, bro, I'm fucked anyways. Nobody makes me pee myself in my own pants except for me.
Oh my God.
So I'm 10 feet from the door and I peed myself. My wife was so mad.
I bet she was.
The beast was angry.
I bet she was mad.
She's like, "Get your ass upstairs right now. You're done. You're not even allowed to come down here anymore." I'm like, "Okay, beast."
That's it.
Well, I had no change of clothes.
Oh, God.
Dude. So I had a plan.
What was your plan?
No plan. I was drunk. I didn't do shit. I'm pretty sure I slept in those clothes or something. I have no idea, bro. I think I took my clothes off and got into bed. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But the next day, I had to wear my pea shoe and go get tattooed. Bro, Punk's not dead. I don't care.
Punk's not dead.
I didn't have a choice.
Punk's not dead.
There's no choice.
This is a terrible, terrible story.
I know. It was a mistake.
I'm glad
But you know what I did
freely.
You know what I didn't get though? A ticket for indecent exposure.
Smart.
Right?
Smart.
Right? Bro, I don't want no. Imagine it's the middle of November. It's fucking cold. Your pregnant fucking plug is popped because you're wasted. Your fucking girl's throwing cell phones at you and picking them up and throwing them at you again. You whip your dick out. You're taking a leak. You have the greatest relief you've ever felt. Every guy knows this. And then some Cleveland cop comes out of the side and fucking tackles your ass because you got your dick whipped out and you're peeing on a church parking lot. I'm not trying to get in trouble.
Fair enough.
I'm a good kid.
Fair enough.
Good guy.
I can respect, good idea, poor execution.
There you go.
All right.
But you know what? That's what plans are for. They all look good until you
execute them.
Anyways, that's how
All plans don't survive first contact.
I know. Is that a thing? Is that a thing?
Yeah, it is a thing.
So that is the story of how I ruined a $80 pair of Adidas.
Okay, so
And I've never bought another pair in my life.
So
Garbage ass fucking shoes.
No. You're blaming your shell-toe Adidas for your poor execution.
No, I'm saying they were in the wake of that fucking fire, and I feel no need to replace them.
All right, fair enough.
Because they're garbage as fuck.
That's not what all the rap stars thought.
We're going there?
DMC.
We're going there?
I'll run DMC. No, I'm going to move on.
Well, okay, first of all, that was all they had.
Chuck Taylor's.
Yeah, but West Coast is the best coast. Run DMC's not from the West Coast, are they? I thought they were East Coast.
They are East Coast.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So,
So what were your guys on the West Coast wearing?
Chuck Taylor's.
No, they weren't.
Yes,
You know who else wore Chuck Taylor's? Beastie Boys.
Where are the Beastie Boys from? New York?
Yes, sir.
I'm
By
not
the way,
saying
they were a
nothing.
punk band before they were rappers.
Obviously. You can
Yes.
hear that.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is
by the way,
that wasn't style for Run DMC. Run DMC was staying with the times. Plus, come on, let's be honest.
And if you want to see the first
can wear
appearance of
whatever
the
they
Beastie
want.
Boys in a movie, watch Tougher Than Leather by Run DMC.
You know the Beastie Boys influenced Eminem, right?
I did not know that.
Eminem legitimately. So Eminem's one part of his backstory is he had a cousin. No, is either a cousin or an uncle. An uncle. He had an uncle that was his age. or something like that, or a couple years older than him, and he introduced him to him. That's how he discovered kind of hip hop or something like that. His uncle actually died. I'm pretty sure he committed suicide. That was one of the first people that Eminem really lost in his life, and it was like his best friend, one of his best friends. Later on, of course, his other best friend, the co-rapper, would also be killed on the streets. So he's got a lot of loss in his life. But the Beastie Boys was a very, very like, he credits. I'm pretty sure I've read interviews or seen interviews where he like credits them for being influential.
Okay.
Which again, Run DMC too, tons of other bands, but it's just crazy to me because when I was growing up hearing the Beastie Boys, I didn't consider them to be rap.
That's because you're from the West Coast.
Right. Snoop Dogg.
He wasn't around then.
I'm just saying, I know that, but I'm saying like I didn't know any rap until Snoop Dogg, so obviously Beastie Boys did not sound like Snoop Dogg once I found Beastie Boys.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So I'm going to move on.
Okay.
This is something I just remembered.
Okay. Where are we going?
You ever watch Japanese game shows?
Oh boy. I don't watch game shows.
Oh, dude. If you haven't watched Japanese game shows, you have 1,000%
You talk about weird shit, like how they do just weird shit. They're like, oh, you got to climb in this bucket full of 1 million roaches and do gymnastics or something like that.
Japanese
Like
game shows are 1,000% amazing, right?
I feel like they're horrible.
Listen, and they're not a half an hour long. They're like 3 hours long. Like there's like 3 hours of events, right? So it's not like an American game show.
Oh my God.
Right.
That's 3 hours of torture for whatever.
Those contestants. Yeah, it's like 3 hours of torture, right? I remember watching one where they had to run this obstacle course. At the end of the obstacle course was a human-sized birdhouse.
Oh no.
And they had to climb up the pole into the human-sized birdhouse and find this thing before the explosive on the bottom of the birdhouse went off. And they would count down over a loudspeaker, and the people inside the house could hear the countdown. And you'd watch these guys in a panic while they're ripping apart this human-sized birdhouse to find whatever. And all of a sudden, some dude would push the old dynamite plunger and just blow up the birdhouse with them in it.
Jesus.
Yeah. So long story short, I had just had a major surgery. And I'm laying in a hospital bed, right?
Watching this?
Watching this, right?
Were you drugged up?
Oh, yeah.
Because I see where this is going now.
Yes, right.
Not good.
So it's amazing because at the end of the thing, they're like, long story short, they're like, if you know anybody that wants to be a contestant,
oh, no.
Call this number.
Joe Skelly trying to hit 9 and dial out. Oh, no.
Call this number and tell us who should be on this game show. So I called them. I literally called them. And I said, I've got a contestant for you. His name's Tommy Skelly. And Tommy Skelly.
Oh, no.
Tommy Skelly is willing to crawl through a culvert filled with water, raw chickens, and alligators.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So, listen, they called Tommy Skelly.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, dead serious. Dead serious. When he gets on the podcast.
They called him for this?
They called him.
For him to go overseas and fucking be a contestant?
Yeah,
Did they accept him?
They're like, is this Tommy Skelly? And he's like, yes. And they were in their Japanese accent. Is this all Tommy Skelly? And he's like, yes, this is. Joe Skelly said you would come on show. And he's like, what did he tell you? Joe Skelly say you crawl through culvert with raw chickens and alligators for our game show. We want you on. Dead serial. Dead serial.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you.
We're going to have to confirm this later.
100%. When he comes on the show, you ask him.
That is horrible.
You ask him if he got a phone call from a Japanese game show.
That is horrible.
Ask him if he'd be willing to crawl through culverts full of raw chicken and alligators.
That is horrible.
So, I don't know if you could still do that, but if you're watching Japanese game shows, some of them have a hotline you can call because they're always looking for contestants. And yeah, you might be able to get one of your friends on there. As a matter of fact, if you do this, email us. Let us know
email
who
will
you
be at the end of the show. Yeah.
Let us know who you volunteered for this.
Or start a podcast and do DHMT 1000. Shout out to Joe Rogan. Have you ever done drugs, Joe Skelly? You should start a podcast. Also, if you go to Mexico, you can get any kind of body part attached to you. Come back looking like Joe Rogan. It's fucking tested out booty. Big old motherfucker. I love Joe Rogan. But still.
Shout out. Right.
But still.
Shout out.
You need to calm down, Fear Factor.
So maybe that's the next level in Putin dough.
That's, by the way, wait, before we go that way, Fear Factor was America's shitty attempt at mimicking the Japanese shows.
Oh, 100%.
Without a doubt.
100%. 100%.
Here's the thing about Fear Factor, and again, no disrespect. With all due respect.
Hold on.
You can't just say what you want because you say that. Of course I can. That's why I said it. That's what it means. I said with all due respect, I can say whatever I want. No. But first of all, everything is safety line in that show. Get the fuck out of here.
So what was the downfall of that show?
The fact that everything was safety line.
No. That's not what ended the show.
That they didn't let Joe beat up everybody?
No, that's not what ended the show.
Joe started doing drugs?
No, that's not what ended the show.
What was it?
What ended the show was on one of the last episodes, they made their contestants guzzle down like a 1 pint container of bull cum.
Are you?
I'm dead serious.
Really?
They fucking, I don't know where they acquired
A pint?
like that chocolate milk you just had.
This much bull nut?
That much.
I'm not
bull
drinking
nut.
this much bull nut for any amount of money,
Bro,
dog.
They made them.
That's going to rearrange your DNA.
Dude, they made them chug it down.
It's going to say X chromosome, Y chromosome, C chromosome,
Dude,
bull nut chromosome.
That was the downfall.
What?
That was the downfall of that show. 100%.
No, I just drank all this. Now I'm going to get sick because you're saying this shit. The fuck? Bro.
100% the downfall.
That's it. I just threw the milk across the room.
That's it.
The empty container.
The empty
Out
container.
of anger.
Right.
That's how you get Putin's first belt.
Shit. Whoops.
You here for the gang, Putin gang, huh? What did you call it earlier? Putin Kwando?
Putin dough.
Putin dough?
This is how you get it.
I'm writing that down.
Yeah.
Putin dough.
Putin dough. That's how you get it, right?
You got to consume a liter of Giza from the bull.
From the bull, right? Ugh.
They ain't even got any bulls over there, but Putin going to buy the most expensive bull. Bring that motherfucker there. You want to skip to the fucking black belt?
Bro, you want in?
If you want to skip to the black belt
You want
right
in
from
this
the
gang?
white belt, you got to get the jar full yourself first.
Dude, I'm sure there's movies like that out
Oh,
there somewhere.
bro.
I'm
Oh,
sure there are
no.
movies out there like
Too
that.
far.
Dude, that's
This is an X-rated thing. You can't go further than that. Oh, no.
That's too far. That's too far, but Fear Factor put that on TV. Fear Factor put that on TV.
America was not ready.
No.
America is like, there's a lot of, I don't want to get into these words. Ooh, that one over there looks crooked. I don't want to get into these words, but I'm going to use this term very, very loosely. Conservative.
Okay.
Like,
This is true.
it's a conservative, I'm not going to say Christian, but it's a conservative, what is the word?
Morality.
Yeah, a little bit of that, right? There's a huge difference between Japan and America.
Yeah, but
And how
see,
that goes.
But see, on the surface, Japan is super conservative.
No.
They're just underneath the
that's
surface.
the fucking problem, though. That's the fucking problem, and that's the part that America's missing, too. And this is a whole other tangent, but that's the fucking problem. And Americans forget that, too. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You can be whoever the fuck you want here. The problem is now people feel compelled to force that onto other people and believe that I should give a fuck about what color your panties are today. That's the fucking problem. In Japan, they're still respecting each other's boundaries. I'm telling you, bro, the only thing good to come out of COVID was for the first 2 months, everyone stayed the fuck away from you.
Okay.
That's what it
And
was.
there was no traffic on the streets.
Yeah,
For those of us that had to go to, still had to go to work.
right. Yeah. Oh, I worked the entire time through COVID. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I loved it.
Yeah.
But that's my point, though. I could go to the Oh, I'm gonna forget to write this down. I could go to the restaurant. I could go to the grocery store, and some fucking fat bitch who has no respect for herself, much less anybody else, wasn't bumping into me for no fucking reason because they felt that they should respect your boundaries and space. That was the greatest part of COVID.
Okay.
That's it.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Nothing wrong with that.
The minute they came out with the masks, though, they went right back into bump people. I'm like, good thing we got these masks. You know, you keep rubbing up on me like we're in the movie theater and use my girl. You know,
Right.
that's good.
Right.
Right? Makes no fucking sense. But
None whatsoever. Dude, I
it was still good.
I watched this Japanese game show one time where they cover these guys head to toe
oh no.
in shaving cream and
Oh, no.
shaved their entire bodies.
Oh my
and then
god.
had them lay on ice and sprinkled salt on them and hosed them down.
Why?
Oh, dude.
What the fuck?
And whoever laid on the ice the longest won.
Yeah, and probably lost some of their flesh.
Dude.
So
Japanese game shows. You want to talk about a test? Go on a Japanese game show.
So, if you want to talk about back to like the, excuse me, all that bull is coming back up. If you want to talk about like the difference in culture, there's this really amazing book. It's like 1,200 fucking pages. You remember, what is it called? Is it Shogun?
Yeah, Shogun. Yes.
That's the one where the white sailor
Yes.
ends up beached in fucking Japan
Yes.
accidentally.
Yes. It
Has
was a huge
no-
miniseries on TV.
Right. Has no fucking clue about the Japanese culture, gets thrown in as a prisoner, then somehow ends up integrated into their culture.
Yes.
And the whole entire book is this fucking dude who's just like, uh-oh, I've been doing it wrong the whole time.
It's a great miniseries. It's a great book.
I'm not watching that. I made it through fucking 1,200 pages of
book
reading.
is
I'm
great.
definitely not watching that shit.
The book is great.
No, the book is amazing. There is some,
You know who else did that?
there's some very... Steven?
Tom Cruise.
What? Oh, yeah.
In The Last Samurai.
Oh, yeah. It's one of my favorite movies. I hate to say it.
Is it because it was Tom Cruise or because it was the movie?
Oh, no. It was Tom Cruise was a side dish to what was the movie.
Okay.
You could have put anybody in there.
Anybody.
I mean,
If you could have replaced Tom Cruise, who would you put in there?
I knew it. I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
I was already thinking, I was like, Kurt Russell. I'm thinking that's a little bit older, but nowadays I'm not sure. But,
Tom Hardy.
I love Tom Hardy. I'm a huge Tom Hardy fan. You know he sucked dick for crack, right? Swear to God. Swear to God. There's a fucking interview, big thing about how he's like super brutally honest about how much his life sucked before he started doing acting. And he's like made mention of it somewhere. I'm not Googling that. But I swear to God. And I'm a huge Tom Hardy fan, so I wouldn't pass that around. But I heard Homeboy suck dick for crack at once because he made a reference to that's how low his life was at some point.
Okay.
And I wouldn't put it past him. He's a bit of a hooligan. Shout out Tom Hardy. If that's not true, then I'm sorry, but it's still gangster. Because if you could, my thing is if you can go to fucking stop one to stop I'm Tom Hardy now and I'm Bane. Because let's face fact, that other shit did not make him the Bane.
No, it didn't.
No, there was no muscle.
You know, he was in a TV series called Taboo that's off the chain.
Is it horrible?
No, it's great. It's great.
You know, we're going right into the physiques again.
This had nothing to do with the physique. It was just
No,
a good
I'm just
series.
saying he's one of the guys we talked about in the other episode about how he changes his physique for shows.
Right, and that's why they had to put him in that stupid cardigan to hide his muscles for
Yep.
when he was a moonshiner.
Yep.
Yep. I know.
The first one that if you watch his there's one does he play a skinhead in one of his old movies, like one of his originals? He looks like one. But he weighs like 100 pounds soaking wet. I believe that in his lifetime was probably when he was doing the most crack. If he was doing crack. Again, I'm not sure. That's just what I read.
Okay.
But it's interesting though. What a life turnaround, right?
Yes, it's a huge turnaround, dude.
You could use that story to be a rapper. I used to suck dick for crack. Now I'm here rapping. Turn my life around.
Dude, Down Little Boys are now becoming famous.
Who?
Oh,
Uh-oh.
That's a whole
What'd you just say?
That's a whole, never mind. That's a whole nother topic. That's a whole nother topic.
We got time, Joe Scally. We got time.
No.
We're only at 35 minutes.
That's all right. That's all right.
You better write that down.
Yeah, I'm going to write that down.
Because I want to know.
I will write that down. That's a whole nother topic.
Is that like some secret inside trader on Goth Kmart?
No, that's not some secret inside. That's a whole different subject.
We got an email from a fan that we call Ponyboy, who told me he loves the Goth Kmart.
He does not love. He 100% does not.
He was like, I'm trying to get my new Vans from Goth Kmart. I was like, what? There's no Vans at Goth Kmart. He said there will be.
So what? He's going to get a hold of like headquarters, Goth Kmart headquarters, and be like,
I want Vans in there.
You need to start carrying Vans.
Vans and Dickies shorts. What? 97 seconds. This is just shit that is just... Why do we even come here? I was in the middle of drinking a quart of chocolate milk, and you got to tell me that they're fucking drinking a quart of nut. Thanks a lot, Joe Rogan, motherfucker.
Hey, have you ever tried 4XP Double J9 3000?
Yeah, and then start a podcast.
Start a podcast.
Everybody, I want every single person that listens to this to start a podcast. And stop emailing me about what drugs you take. All of you fucking people.
Again, people are violating the rule.
Yeah.
About this one.
Yeah.
Stop talking about this podcast.
Oh my God. Don't get me started about that.
Stop talking about this.
Yeah.
37, 90, 85 seconds of things that we shouldn't probably be talking about.